This is geometry. This is 1.1b, identifying points, lines, and planes for the second day. Here's a great video that we watched about points, lines, and planes. What we're going to be working on in class today is, again, reviewing examples of a point. These are words that are representing either a point, a line, or a plane. So a star in the sky, that would represent a point. So we're going to put a circle around that. What are other words in here that might also represent a point? A period in a sentence could represent a point. Okay? When we talk about a line could be a thread or uncooked spaghetti or a guitar string or telephone wire. And a plane, which of these words would represent a flat surface? Oh, a bed sheet, a floor, a desktop. That's a flat surface. Sheet of paper is even a flat surface. Alright, there's a few other ones I skipped in here. A cable sounds like a line. And the tip of a pencil sounds like a point. A freckle would be a point. A grain of sand would be a point. So here what we're looking at is the name of a point that lies on line L and on line N. So we have line N and line L. The point that is on both of those is point Q. Name a point that does not lie on line L or N. That would be point T. There are 6 ways that we can name this line L. We can use 2 points to name line L. 2 points. So we can use QR or even RQ. We could use PQ or QR, and we're putting the arrow symbol above them to represent that this is line PQ or line QP. PR or RP. Those are all the different ways, all the same ways of naming this line that is the same as line L. List 2 other ways to name line SQ. Well, SQ, it's not very exciting, but you can switch to become QS, or you could say line, and you can use a single letter. It's a cursive letter. It's a lowercase letter in the corner. Line N. And we're going to name different ways to represent plane P. Plane M. So there's a whole bunch of them. P, S, and T. So plane PST. Another way we could do it is SQR. Plane SQR. We could do PRT. We could do PRS. What you could not do is PQR. You could not name 3 points on the same line. They have to be non-collinear. They have to make a triangle. And of course, we can't use M and we cannot use N or L because those are not points on the plane. So here, if we have line M, and it's going to contain points A and B, this is what the diagram would look like. If we're going to have plane N, so I put a bold letter N in the corner, I contain point or line PQ on it, and X, which is not on PQ, that's what the diagram would look like. Here we have line PQ and line XY, and they're going to intersect at point A. So we have P, Q, X, Y, and they're intersecting at point A. Line N and plane M intersect at only one point. So I'm making the plane for plane, this should be plane M. So make it a dark, dark letter. And then we're going to put in line N on here also. Notice how I made these dotted lines. That's trying to show you that the line is going through the plane. The line is going up. So if you have your plane and you're going to have your line, it's going right through it. And there's a period of a dashed line that represents the portion you cannot see. You can't see it, but it's dashed, and you can see it on our drawing. AB, line AB, and line FG lie in plane N, but do not intersect. So here we have plane N. We make a bold letter in the corner, no dot next to it. We put down AB, and we put down FG. So those two lines would be parallel if they never intersect. X, Y, and Z are collinear, and they're in plane P. So if this is plane P, we write a P in the corner, and we're having X, Y, and Z all on the same line. Because they are collinear and they're in plane P. Name the intersection of line L and line M. So if we look at line L and line M, they're intersecting at point A. Name the intersection of plane M and plane N. Two planes. We have N and M, the gray plane and the white plane. They're intersecting to form this line called line N. It's kind of confusing that they have a plane and a line with N, but that's okay. Neither one of those are points. This is a name of a line, this is a name of a plane. Name a plane in which point C lies. Point C is in the gray plane, so it lies in plane M. And our points A, B, C, D collinear. A, B, D, those 3 points all seem to be in plane N, but point C is not also in plane N. So we would say no, point C is not in plane N. That is a C, not an E. Name the intersection of plane W and PS. PS, again, has those dotted lines. That's telling us that it's going through the inside of the shape, going through the plane. It's going underneath it, so it's touching it at point T. Do PS and RQ, do they intersect? They look like they cross right here. But if this line is coming down and touching here, then it goes underneath and pokes out way down here. That's kind of like this happening, and neither of them, it's not touching up here. This is the line, RQ, or QR. So we would say no. We don't need to use the word line. We can just say PS with the arrow above it. So that's line PS. Only touches plane W at point T. It does not contain R and Q or anything in between R and Q. Name the intersection of line L and line TQ. That's at point Q.